use arrows in the background in yellows and reds, oranges, that sort of thing maybe, and just like have a sort of like fragmenting, sort of shattering, should be there, just like shattering and spreading over the whole sort of thing like that. Basically, I write. I have no sort of artistic input in terms of drawing, but I have a lot of ideas. So I sort of hooked up with Jeremy to work on a piece with him. Jer had this concept of Bonafide Comics, which is like a wild style comic that's taking the influences that we have that came into our work, and came into his work, came into my work, from sort of the whole sort of 90s, well, just youth culture, which is, you know, we've sort of grown up in all through the 80s, all through that sort of time of Thatcherism and stuff, and so that's got a strong sort of influence on just like sort of a sort of hardness about just the youth today. And basically, we'll write something together when we're working together. You'll go off and draw it, you know, do thumbnails and stuff, come back, we'll edit it together and come up with the ideas, fight it through. You'll go off and draw it again, you know, he'll change, but if he thinks that he needs to keep something or he doesn't want to put something in, he won't. In the end of the day, you know, he has the last say.
Yeah, what I think would be a good thing is to try and get that arrow on tees and stuff, because that would be like, for one. Yeah. We can do that maybe before the next issue comes out.
I started drawing the comics when I was about 12, creating characters, publishing when I was 14, did little, you know, 200 copies, walked it around the shops. I was always discouraged at school about it. You know, they said forget comics, concentrate on the education, but of course that made me do it even more. So I ended up just doing it, you know. I started reading underground comics when I was 12, so I stopped reading the kiddie comics when I was about 11, and I discovered adult comics, and that is what really influenced me. That was a big kick. It was just a whole new world. It wasn't, you know, Dandy and the Beano is always a bit, I never laughed at it, I just looked at it because it was comics. But as soon as I discovered this other world of comics, then yeah, that just, you know, kicked me, just wanted me to start drawing. You know, you're entering a new universe, you know, that's what we want to do with Bonafide, is open the door to our sort of characters and stories, our whole aspect of all our characters. Just, you know, give people a bit of a rush, just even if it's for 10 minutes. We've got 4 aspects. We've got this kind of breakdown, which is like apocalyptic, manga-inspired road adventure. It's about 3 women thrown together, and they're making their way. Dooley Deuce, which is a street character, a bit of a, you know, video game junkie, sort of joyrider extraordinaire. Astra Holes, which is a chaotic misadventure in space, essential cargo, you know, but off the wall style. And Doxy the Dog, which is looking at rave culture in another world.
Well, if we tint that and you put that into 2 colours, you're going to lose it.
It's true. James came to us with a piece a while ago. We worked with him on it, and basically we edited it. James is an artist and he's instrumental in the cover design. You come up with this idea of putting all these faces behind on a fade, and then putting the logo over it, which just, you know, sparked it off, and you know, that's really good. The future of Bonafide, as I see it, is to become an integral part of sort of underground culture in the UK. Hopefully we can go higher quality, bring in more colour, offer more and present more people, because the idea is to keep it fresh all the time, presenting new artists. And obviously, to begin with, we set our sights on national distribution. In the future, who knows, Europe, the States, the universe, you know what I mean?